Power station is actually located in the what is known as the tail of the fish. It's 30 kilometers south of Parengarenga and 20 kilometers from Te Kao, which is the home of the Opodi tribe.
It was in 1988, Korowetere, who was Minister of Māori Affairs. That was when Paua Station and Te Rangi Station were handed back, finally, after 30 years of hassle. A year of celebration became a really tough time for the trustees. We had stations that have been run down. The focus for Paua Station and our other stations is about becoming world class. Our tupuna have worked too hard for us not to set our sights at that level. And we want to shape the future of the far north.
Paua Station's 2,700 hectares. It's about 2,400 hectares of effective pasture. Comprises mostly of rolling easy country, with about 10-15% of it is medium hill country. We're running at this present time around 20,000 stock units. By the time we get to the end of June, we'll be running about 22,000 stock units. In this area in particular, there's been 7,600 metres of riparian fencing that's gone in. So the focus of Paua Station going forward is really whatever we do has got to be sustainable both environmentally and from a point of view of profitability. So the two must go hand in hand.
Paua Station, in the context in which Josh and his team run it, they're literally sandwiched. This is sand from Te Oneroa Tohe, from the west coast. You have Paua Station, bit of soil in the middle there, sand from the east coast.
What we're looking at is lambing a little bit earlier. For us to be able to lift our production, it all comes back to vitamin G, being able to feed our animals. We need to make sure that our ewes are in optimum condition going to the ram. And moving forward is the addition of some intensive beef systems and some further subdivision. And you learn very, very quickly that your environment dictates everything that you do, and the Kaikuyu pasture dictates everything that you do.
Ahuwhenua, and the attention and the focus, and I think the scrutiny that we're receiving from the judges will help us shape and head towards that world-class space.
And it's important when we look at our strategies going forward, seeing where we can add value to the market. We need to build sustainable food products for our overseas market, and we can only do that if we work together so that we can take the opportunity to show the lead.
Ko te atua ki te rangi, ko te au pauri ki te whenua. Ina toa mātou I tēnei takoha ki ngā Māori mahi unga ngā pāmu, ka pai. Nari runga tonu I te rangi Māori.
From the point of view of the Kaikuyu, have a bit of a muck around with it as you're sitting down at the various different stops, pull it out and look at it, and you'll see what we're dealing with in regards to its growth pattern and having to manage it. We're really trying to knock out, for those of you not from the north, that stalk. And getting rid of that stalk this time of the year is going to allow us that green growth.
Well, a strong quality of our trustees in the Parengarenga Incorporation is about our tonga, and it's the harbour. If we fail to look after that harbour, our mokopuna are going to suffer in years to come.
If you want to get an idea of what is, you can see back over here to your right where those bulls are set docked with those rushes as to what the rushes look like. So these two paddocks just over here to our right, that is their first mulching. Paddock back over to your left, that is year 2. And the plan is that hopefully through this grazing management we shouldn't have to go back in there and rotor-wipe, but if we do, that's what we'll do. That fresh rush plant that pops up, if we need to get back in and control it, we'll rotor-wipe it. But hopefully we can do it with the cattle.
Paua Station faces many challenges, not to mention isolation, soil structure and the infestation of Kaikuyu grass. The judges were impressed with the strategies they have in place to deal with these, impressed with the forethought to engage local knowledge on the farming community so there's continuity of knowledge passing on, and thirdly, the appointment of key personnel and management that will have the ability to lift this organisation to another level.